shouting at the devil to get up on the air and name names in the eugenics operation to lay out exactly where this society's going, to go in against the New World Order 110%, because I love humanity. Even though we're a fallen species, I love my fellow man. I love every man, woman, and child out there, and I am going to fight the globalist. Let's continue with your phone calls, and I'm going to blitz through all the news in the next segment. Bob in Connecticut, you're on the air worldwide. Bob, welcome.
Hello, Alex.
Hey, buddy.
Pleasure to talk to you.
Pleasure to talk to you.
The reason I'm calling, I've been listening to you for about 4 or 5 years now. I agree with almost everything you say, and I know everything you say is true because I've looked it up. I've done my research, but you know what irritates me more than anything?
What's that?
Is I talk to my family and my friends, almost everybody I know, and I try to explain to them what's happening, and I'll tell you what, maybe I think I know one person who even cares about all this.
Well, let me explain something, though. 5% won the Revolutionary War. About 1% started it in 1775 until 1783, 84, 1785. And so over and over again throughout history, it is a minority. It was less than 1% that was against slavery in 1800, the abolitionist. But by 1868,
I know, I've heard you say that a million times.
So, sir, well, let me just, but for those that don't know, we have a lot of listeners who are hearing this and it'll be discouraging. All I found is that I'm able to affect change, get things done, stop evil legislation anytime we fight back. Yes, the majority of people are dumbed down, literally brain damage from sodium fluoride, mercury in the food, in the shots, the aspartame they're drinking. All of this is eugenics. And so they don't respect themselves.
When my question is, when will people ever wake up and actually stand up for their own, your own rights or your own security? Why does everybody have to put up with this?
Listen, I hear you, brother.
No. They're attacking us day after day. Like, I have kids, I have family. I know they're attacking my kids, and I have one kid in public school. I know how they are. I know what's going on. It's nonstop, like they're after us. I don't know.
I had Hays County try to kidnap the 8-year-old daughter of one of my employees this week. It was all over the newspaper.
I know, I heard it. I listen every day.
People make me sick. I mean, it's just everywhere. No, listen, I hear you and I understand your frustration. It's just like Nazi Germany or Soviet Russia or Maoist China. It's got to get worse and worse and worse because the average person deep down doesn't have respect for themselves and is scared. Scared to stand up, scared to speak out. They don't understand that human destiny is all about standing up, all about being leaders. But mainly the public, adults watch over 4 hours of TV, the youth over 5 hours of TV a day, and the average grows every year. I saw the study a few months ago, the latest numbers. People are watching on average about 20 more minutes of TV a day every year. It just keeps compounding. And television with the flicker rate and the images admittedly puts you into a lower brainwave. It puts you into a sleep state. So do video games. These are just scientific facts. You can search engine, Google the term Alzheimer's, television viewing, it literally fries your brain. Whereas radio and reading boost your brain, your neuron connections, because when you hear me say yellow bicycle or Cape Canaveral or space shuttle or the dimensions of Miss America. What do they say, 22, 36, whatever, I don't know. What's the dimensions of Miss America? Pull it up and I'll say it on air. When I give those dimensions, you imagine a woman with large breast, a small waist, nice figured, you image that. If I say space shuttle, you image space shuttle. That makes new neurons, new connections. With television, you go into suspended disbelief. You go into a gawking mode. Your brain waves lower. And people are doing this 3, 4, 5 hours a day. What's the dimensions for Miss America? I'm going to go ahead and say it on air. Give it to us.
36, 24, 36.
All right, there you go. Say it again so I can remember it.
36, 24, 36.
All right, there you go. Now you're all imaging girls in bikinis up on a stage. But if you were watching television, you would just be watching the girls on the stage. Same thing with reading. Reading, you have to imagine it. It causes multifaceted, three-dimensional and four-dimensional connections in the thought processes. I'm already digressing. What does it matter? Folks, can you get mad? Getting mad can break you out of your... Number one, people aren't just mesmerized or under a spell. They're also societally under peer pressure. They're supposed to bike ride 5 hours a day or, once a week, or jog 2 hours a day. They're supposed to be in perfect shape, be a yuppie, have a short haircut, do the whole fake corporate lingo to climb up the ladder. They're all scared to death inside of what people think of them. I sit there and I watch crowds of people. I watch the hippie types and the yuppie types and the good old boy types and the gangster types and the Mac Daddy types and the environmental control freak types and all the types. And that's like a costume people put on. And we all are how we grew up and what we like and, what we're into. I'm not knocking any of that. The issue is I sit there. I was at the gym today and I was running on the treadmill to get warmed up. And I was, before I went and lift weights, and I was watching people in the parking lot going next door to a Mexican food restaurant. And I was watching young people and old people and, good looking women. And the good looking women were so insecure. They'd get out and adjust their pants, and they'd adjust their bra, and they'd adjust their hair, and they'd kind of, get in their beautiful mode of kind of sticking their chest out and swaggering into the Mexican food restaurant. And I'd watch the men get out and look at their car and adjust their wallet and kind of stick their chest out. And I'm not a peacock, okay? And I know I do all those mannerisms as well. But above that, I've got my other levels of thought going on about just how amazed I am to be alive in this galaxy on a planet hurtling through space, orbiting a sun, and the deep oceans filled with all these little, millions of different forms of life, and fish and plankton and krill and huge forest and sunsets and the moon and just the incredible dynamicness of life. I'm just mouth hanging open, unbelievable. And through that, I just what you could call ultra confident. I have transcended being insecure in a crowd of people. I have transcended caring what people think about me. I could, with my little pot belly, waddle out naked on a stage in front of people. It would mean nothing to me. A billion people laughing at me would mean nothing to me. Humiliation means nothing anymore. I mean, it's crazy. And I realize I'm free of programming now, or becoming more and more free. Whereas the public is taught by Madison Avenue and advertisement and culture and school and then their friends and family regurgitating media propaganda on them, so it takes on a reality in the streets and in business and in life and in church. They're all scared to death. They're desperately trying to dress just right, act just right, so somebody doesn't think something about them. My problem going to the extreme, though, is that I won't dress nice, I won't comb my hair, I'll not care what I look like. So I've got to remember that it's more effective fighting the New World Order if I dress nice and comb my hair. Because I'm literally thinking about deep space nebulas, quantum mechanics, off-world space colonies we should build, just absolutely all sorts of exploration, ideas, humanity, and what the globalists are doing to us, and how do we stop them? We'll be right back.